Morning, everyone. Today we are talking to you from Espoo and from where, Jacob, you are actually.
I'm actually located so close to the German border as possible, so call me half German today.
Okay. So welcome, everyone. My name is Juha-Pekka Pyuo. I'm a Nordic business lead here in Innofactor. My responsibility area is portfolio management and project management. Connected to modern work as well. And here with us from Context and as of your name change is Jacob.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. My name is Jacob. I'm director in the Projectum, responsible for our partner ecosystem. And I'm lucky every day to work together with the Innofactor team, which is our preferred partner in the Nordic countries. So thank you for having me today.
Yeah. So as said, today here is Context and or previously called Projectum. We talk about Microsoft platform and Projectum products, but we will talk about a intelligent portfolio in general, portfolio management in general. It doesn't all of this doesn't need to apply to only to Microsoft products at all. So here are some topics for today. So we are talking about how AI is redefining project and portfolio management. Of course, we will show some a little bit of demo video, but we will give you some insights also. What is intelligent portfolio management and intelligent PMO, and how to get from traditional PMO to intelligent PMO. And of course, we are going to talk about little bit about Innofactor and Microsoft products. Since we are a Microsoft partner, we are here located in Espoo, and in all the Nordic countries we have offices. We have over 500 people in organization, and as said, we are heavily invested in Microsoft ecosystem and helping customers to achieve their business goals with Microsoft products. So first of all, let's a little bit to define what is an intelligent PMO. I don't know if you all had heard about like what intelligent PMO is, but by definition, by our own definition, it's proactive portfolio management and project management. Nowadays, we have to rely heavily on just reacting what is happening in our portfolios. We can't know in advance. We can't react in advance. We don't have like a crystal ball where we can see that what is happening in our portfolios. But with AI, this capability is coming to us. It means that already today, if we set up your portfolio correctly, we can actually start predicting how our portfolio is performing, how our portfolio managers, project managers, how they are performing and acting inside our portfolios. So in intelligent portfolio, you have to have connected business apps and connected productivity apps. And they have to be connected to AI. What it means is that you have to have AI in your ERP system. You have to have AI in your CRM. You have to have AI in your portfolio and project management system, and also your everyday product, all day productive tools like Teams, Outlook, and even your normal like office apps like let's say Word and Excel. it doesn't need to be, of course, only Microsoft. There are other platforms available, but if you want to get the full benefits of AI in your PMO, you have to have it across all your business apps and productivity apps, and if possible, also all your business data everywhere else. And also, it means that all branches of AI have to be utilized. Today, we are talking a lot about generative AI, large language models, and so on. But AI has been with us already over a decade. Machine learning, deep learning, these branches of AI have been really successful, for example, in banking industry and so on. And they are like proved ways of utilizing AI. So it doesn't only mean that today now that we got like ChatGPTs and Copilot. AI has been with us longer than that, and we have to remember that there are other branches of AI that we need to be able to utilize to get to that proactive portfolio management. And of course, today, if you want to be intelligent PMO manager, you have to also have well-trained people who can orchestrate huge amount of agents. I say army of agents. If you have 10 people, they might all have like tens of agents at their disposal, what they are using in everyday life just to orchestrate everyday business scenarios. No matter is it like simple scenario or pretty complicated one, everyone has to be able to use agents. So that is what is intelligent PMO, how we have defined it. There are lots of little nuances here, but the most important thing for you to know is that intelligent PMO requires at least these 4 things. Today we are talking about a little bit about anything portfolio management as well. It means that how you can with tools incorporate these intelligent AI solutions into your portfolios. So anything portfolio management, it's something that Projectum has branded. Actually, that you can manage anything inside your portfolio. It doesn't have to be always project. It can be products. It can be ethics, whatnot, and all of that can be managed intelligently. In anything portfolio management, it doesn't matter what discipline you are doing. Are you doing strategic management, financial management? Do you have like merger and acquisition portfolio, or do you have ESG portfolio? It doesn't really matter. You can manage any discipline across all your portfolios if you have anything portfolio management tool and you have AI connected to it. I'm going to show you some examples. What can you do today with tools like XPM, with tools like Microsoft Power Platform and Power Apps. This XPM by Projectum is based on Microsoft Power Platform and Microsoft Power Apps. So there are lots of good features what are available, what Projectum has been building up, and has been connecting to Microsoft products. For example, you get agent assistance in your tools, so natively inside Power Platform, you have Copilot available for you, so you can talk to your portfolio inside Power Platform. You can talk to your portfolio already. You can ask questions. You can ask how your portfolio is doing. You can of course do this also in your desktop app, but across whole your data, all your portfolio data, all your portfolios, no matter which kind of portfolio, you can always talk to it and have like conversation. This is something that comes with, of course, with generative AI. Then you have possibility to explore your data. You can ask questions, ask that, can you visualize something? Can you create me a view where I can see this? And AI is doing that for you. So you don't even have to know how to create views. You don't have to know how to create some visualizations of the data. Yeah, you just, the data is readily available there. And if you just prompt it in a correct way, you will get some answers of your data. If you are interested to visualize your data and you want to see like charts and so on of your portfolio, you can do that with AI already today. It doesn't require even anything special for you to do. It's available there today. If you want summaries of your portfolio performance, their AI is a great tool, a great way to give you summaries, like for example, across all your portfolios or just within one portfolio. It doesn't matter again, like is it ESG portfolio, merchant acquisition portfolio? Is it like your development portfolio? It can give you answers within that context. So AI will know what is inside your portfolio, and it is ready to give you some answers. And something new that it has come up just in a couple of months is generative pages. AI is able to create pages, actual UI for you, if it has been set up correctly. So if you need like drawings or something like this, generative AI is able to create you those dashboards just by prompting it. So you don't have to be an IT expert or anything like that. You can just prompt it that I want to see this type of page of my portfolio, and it will create that portfolio to you. And these features are available already today on Microsoft Power Platform with Projectum XPM. Here are some tools that we recommend if you are on a Microsoft platform that we recommend you to use to every PMO's toolbox. So of course, Projectum XPM, it's something that we have been recommended to our customers for several years since we partnered up with Projectum. Power Platform is a really powerful tool for you to build your intelligent portfolio management platform. It doesn't, you can extend capabilities of Projectum XPM. You can extend capabilities of your business apps in Power Platform. And then, of course, Copilot Studio. And with Copilot Studio, you can create already today, you can create easily so many different type of agents that can work for you and work for your portfolio. And of course, if you are in Microsoft ecosystem, you need to have like Microsoft ERP, maybe CRM, so on. But that's not something that is a must. But at least those three you need to have. Top three you need to have if you are in Microsoft ecosystem. If you already are using Teams, if you are already using Outlook, M365 in general, you should. And you are interested in project management, those top three are the top products to build your PMO. And here I will be giving over to Jacob.
Thank you for the introduction. I will just make sure you see my slides.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So as you were just talking about, there are some basics around AI, and one of the basics are that we have the right, let's call it the Microsoft components in place. We talk about Copilot Studio, we talk about the Power Platform, and we also talk about Projectum XPM. Let me take it a little step further and explain how AI works in Microsoft and how Projectum XPM utilized, let's say, what we are given for free from Microsoft. That's sometimes you are even happy if you buy a license from Microsoft and you get something for the license. In this case, when you have a Copilot Studio and a Power Platform license, you are pretty lucky because Microsoft put so many great stuff into the platform. We can just utilize them. So Projectum did not invent the AI, but we are leveraging on the Microsoft platform that built the AI, and we take the AI and put it into the context of project portfolio management. So first of all, many of you probably don't know this technical stuff, so I'll try to keep it understandable at a very high level. First of all, Microsoft created Copilot Studio. Let's say Copilot Studio is a tool for IT professionals where they can design AI. So they can actually take your business processes and say, hey, I'm a service agent in the service department and I need AI to help me. Then they can build an agent for that. If you are a project manager in a portfolio department, we can build AI for a project manager. And where we build AI is in Microsoft Copilot. And that's the studio, that's the tool, it's also the license, where we can build the AI stuff. Now, please listen into the word agents here. So from now on, the word agent is really, really important. I even think you're talking about there will be so many agents. Microsoft, they foresee that you will have more agents in your company by next year than employees. So imagine that agents are just a virtual employee in a company with a very, very specific knowledge and understandable area. So an agent in service, customer service, an agent in resource management, an agent in project status reporting, an agent in portfolio prioritization. So instead of asking Jacob as a portfolio manager what to do with the portfolio next year, you will ask a prioritization expert called the XPM agent in portfolio prioritization. And we built that agent. So Projectum will build those agents over the next coming years. We build those agents being very specific in certain areas. And Copilot Studio is the tool where we're going to build it, but it's also the tool where you can take it as a customer and build further on it. So because Infactor and Projectum XPM has AI, you can always just take it to your own level or next level by just modifying or reconfiguring AI, because you can also use Copilot Studio in your companies. Now, Copilot Studio looks into different data. I think you also talked about it. AI has been around for a decade. For a decade, we talked about large learning models. Small learning models is like a new word because it's more cooler to have smaller learning models. At the end of the day, machine learning has been around. We need data. We need structure of data. And in Microsoft, if we have a lot of data, we can have data on the Azure platform. And that means that Copilot could have AI with AI insight to data that are already in your infrastructure, in your Azure environment. Some customers are using Azure, some are not. But if you're using Azure technology, it's a cloud-hosted service where you can store your databases instead of having a basement. So that's data where you can look into. Now, most important for Projectum XPM is the Power Platform. Microsoft also built Power Platform. That's basically also a database in the cloud. And that is where we are building Projectum XPM. So Projectum XPM is on top of Power Platform as the app. Then we have Microsoft 365. Probably every one of you in this call know Microsoft 365. You're using Outlook, you're probably using Microsoft Teams, you're using PowerPoint, you're using Excel, Word, Microsoft Office application in Microsoft 365. And you are probably already knowing the Copilot in those applications. So if you take your PowerPoint today, activate Copilot if you have it, then Copilot could suggest how to build other slides. Or in Excel, Copilot could help you write a table with 4 columns, and then it actually will transfer it into like an Excel sheet. So AI connected to application in Office 365. And then latest here we have a Fabric, and Fabric is how to explain it to normal people. Fabric is the connection of all data that could run across anything. So I used to say that by having data from Fabric, I can know everything about my company. So if you are having a meeting with me in Microsoft Outlook, and I shared a PowerPoint with him, and like bringing all data together, and with those 4 pillars, if you're using one or many of them, we can actually build agents that could work on every data that you store in your Microsoft Cloud. And now let's introduce the agents. The agents could be like a customer agent. We could develop, or Innofactor could develop an agent for you for the service department. It could be like one agent. It could also be an agent with Business Central. So if you're using Microsoft Business Central, then there are agents, and Innofactor, we can also build agents specific for use cases in Business Central. Projectum XPM also have agents, and that is what we're going to introduce you to today, that we already now build agents that are utilizing Azure technology, Power Platform, Microsoft 365, and Fabric. So if we take that Projectum XPM agent and bring it even further, then I'm going to take you on let's call it our recommendation to you how to start with AI in 4 levels. First of all, at level 1, we need some basic stuff in place. So to start your AI journey, you need Microsoft Power Platform, and you need to have Projectum XPM, because those two, Projectum XPM is an app that is installed on the Power Platform, but Microsoft already built AI into Microsoft Power Platform without Copilot. So first level is just to start with Power Platform and Projectum XPM, because there will be AI in there even without Copilot. And we saw some screenshot just 10 minutes ago with some basic AI stuff. You can build charts. You can actually in Projectum XPM you can build a risk register with AI without Copilot. And these things are very easy because we can just deploy Projectum XPM on your Power Platform environment, and voila, if your IT department allows AI, then we could have AI running for you already at level 1. Now, at level 2, we could start modifying it a little. So we could take one of your use cases. So if you call Innofactor and say, hey, we would like an AI use case where lessons learned is important for projects. We want to capture all lessons learned every time we close a project. And the project manager, when they create a new project, they need to have lessons learned from all older projects. Innofactor, can you build that for me? Innofactor will say, yes, we can build it in AI Builder. And AI Builder is a part of the Power Platform. Again, we don't talk Copilot yet. It is still with Projectum XPM, and we can build different AI use cases. In Projectum, we already created a lot of those AI use cases. So probably if you ask Juha, then you say, yeah, but we have like 10, 15 AI use cases out of the box. Choose one of those. But if you don't like them, how can we change them together with you so that you can start using them in your context of your company, or should we build like a brand new use case, like the lessons learned I just talked about? This is all possible with level 1 and level 2, and we recommend you to start there because it's easy technology-wise. It's easy for Microsoft partners, Innofactor, to work with this technology, and it's easy for you to adopt. Now, let's take it even further. Let's introduce Copilot, because imagine that you have been at level 1 and level 2 for a half year. You are happy. You can run like 5-6 use cases. Just in a second, I'm going to show you 7 different use cases. But you want more. You want it also to work with Copilot. And if I should explain Copilot very, very simple, then Copilot is the chat interface where you interact with a tool. Every time you have like a chat interface, the Copilot is talking back and forth with you. That's Copilot. Every time you have a button somewhere saying create a schedule, create a risk, that's not Copilot. So if you want the chat interface with Copilot, then we could take Copilot Studio, as I just explained. And Copilot Studio, we can still utilize the AI builder that you have been using for the last half year. So if you, together with Innofactor, built the lessons learned use case a half year ago, and you would like to have a chat interface in front of that instead of button saying lessons learned, then we can bring Copilot Studio in place, and we can build an agent. And this is where we start talking about agents. Until now, for level 1 and level 2, we don't talk about agents. Agent is something in Copilot Studio that we build an agent. Now we could build a lessons learned expert agent. So it will work on the lessons learned we built in level 2, the AI builder you've been using for half year. But now you want an agent. So imagine that we have a meeting. We have a project status meeting, and we are discussing a topic with our project team. And now we want to ask lessons learned expert something. Then we will invite the agent into the Microsoft team meeting, just like you invite a colleague. We will invite the lessons learned XPM agent, and you could chat, and you could even talk with the agent, because Microsoft Teams also allow transcriptions and the speaking technologies. So you could ask in the meeting, hey, lessons learned agent, are there some lessons learned around this topic in my project, because we're discussing it. Now Copilot Studio will have an agent, and it will actually interact with you, but it will still be based on the use case that we created in level 2. And then at level 4, some might call it Nirvana, some will call it we spent too many money. Copilot Studio could then be moved into Microsoft 365, meaning that now the entire company, if they are sitting in customer service and having a call from a customer asking, what is the status of my project? The customer service person in the telephone could go into Microsoft Teams, spin up Microsoft 365 Copilot, and ask the project status agent about the situation in that project for that customer and give an answer right away. So we bring the agent into the Office 365 environment, and you can use it everywhere across application. Those 4 levels of maturity is our best recommendation to you. You don't need necessarily to stick to this one, but this is actually Innofactor and Projectum's recommendation of somehow to start somewhere. And if you just purchase Projectum XPM and the Power Platform, then you actually already started. So we will have Projectum XPM on the right side. If I have an agent connected, I can turn the agent on and off on the right side, and I can interact with the agent. The way that agents work is that we need to train the agent for something. That could be the topic, right? The topic, that could be you are now a lessons learned expert, or now you are a status report agent, or you are a portfolio prioritization agent. So Projectum, we are creating those agents, and we are giving them in Copilot Studio the agent name. We also have the knowledge sources. So actually behind the scenes, we trained it to look into project data when we talk about project, to look into resource data when we talk about resources. And then we have the tools. The AI is also not Microsoft AI. So if you're using Atlassian Jira, if you're using Microsoft DevOps, maybe you want AI in a project context to work with Jira. It's also possible because we can have connectors, bring data in from different platforms. Might also be finance data from SAP. We can bring that data in, and we can also have AI working on that. So you will have Microsoft AI working on Atlassian Jira. You will have Microsoft AI working on SAP data. And then we have the availability, security, and channels. Should I, as an employee in a company, be allowed to ask Copilot about the security merger acquisition portfolio for the next 5 years? Probably not. So we can put up authorization and security so that only people are allowed to ask and give me. Probably they can ask all the questions they want, but the answers will not be given if you're not allowed to have those answers. So, and then I also say that in terms of the data, AI is very often discussed as something with Copilot. Is it dangerous? Is it my data? Is it public data? I used to say AI work in 2 modes. The most secure mode is in your Office 365 on your data, in your Microsoft Cloud, in Office 365. So it's as secure as your emails. It's as secure as your OneDrive and your Excel sheet with security data, right? This is how secure it can be. If you trust Outlook to be secure, because the data is hosted in a data center in Amsterdam and protected by your 2-factor authentication, then AI here is the same if you run it. But you could also run AI with OpenAI. And you'll see it today in one of my use cases that I actually connect to outside. I ask about risk that can occur in a project, but my company does not know about those risks because it's brand new technology. So I don't have any risk registered to brand new technology. So I use ChatGPT OpenAI models. Is it dangerous? Yeah, not more dangerous that you go into OpenAI website and search and use AI in there. Is it more dangerous than using WeTransfer and share? No, it's the same because it's also not secure. But sometimes we want outside-in information into our company. We can design XPM, Projectum XPM AI 2 ways, both the internal secure one, but also if you want outside in, and you can run both modes. It's up to your security and up to your risk profile, what you want. So both is possible, the very secure, the, let's call it the more unsecure, but more inspirational, and both modes. It's up to you. InFactor will take care of that discussion once you lead the dialogue. So with that said, I have prepared 7 AI use cases in project management in 7 minutes and 7 seconds. So I'm going to take you on a journey where I will work with Projectum XPM. I will work both with the AI builder on the Power Platform without Copilot, and I will also use Copilot. So you will see scenarios of both, and I'm going to tell you when you see what. And we are using Projectum XPM. We installed Projectum XPM on Microsoft Power Platform, and now I think we are ready to go. The first use case is creating a new project. I will use Copilot in Projectum XPM. So on my right side, I have a prompt and I say, hey, please create a project. What is the name of the project? I'm creating a project of a conference. I'm responsible for creating a conference for 2 days for project managers. It needs to be for 200 project managers. It needs to be a Hotel Legoland in Denmark because it's like a great famous place. And Copilot would ask all the necessary questions. What is the budget? What is the benefit? Then it will approve the project. And it even asks me, should I create risk and stakeholder for the project? So Copilot is asking, should I create risk and stakeholder for the project that you just prompted? And within, and this is like also, this is live recorded. So right now, the agent created the project with the name. It created a stakeholder register with all the stakeholders. And you also see here in the list, we have Hotel Legoland Management as a stakeholder. So it actually took some of my prompting. It also created a risk register with risks. And there can be low attendance, there can be speaker canceling. So it actually also created the risk register for me. Right now, you saw 2 things. You saw the chat, which was the co-pilot, but creating the risk here and creating the stakeholder, that was actually the Power Platform AI builder. So have a picture that I chat with Copilot, but Copilot went into Projectum XPM and used some of the AI from the AI builder that is not Copilot. So Copilot is just remoting it, so to speak. So this was an example of both scenarios. If you don't have Copilot, then you could have the risk just like this. And that is actually the next use case here. So the project is now started up. I'm still a project manager. I have my risk here. AI Copilot, they built the risk register. I can look at the risk. I can also reassess them. So I can drag and drop the risk, because if I don't agree with AI about the impact probability. But by pushing this button, please create 7 risks for food poisoning in the buffet. Now we have 200 project managers. They all go to a buffet. What can go wrong with the food poisoning in the buffet? By pushing this button, AI builder, not Copilot, is creating 7 more risks. And now I can go down, and now I can see here catering problems. And if I click the risk, I will go into the risk card. And here AI also proposed a mitigation plan. Please take care of a second vendor so that you have a mitigation plan if the first vendor will not show up. So this was an example of the AI builder where I pushed a button, not Copilot. Now, as a project manager, it's important to schedule my project. I need my first project plan. To make a project plan, I can use AI. So I prompt, please create a project schedule. It's an event on a conference for 2 days. Day 1, we need a big party in the evening. We need live orchestra, and we need a lot of great speakers. So AI built, and please note, this is real time. The video is real time. It takes like less than 20 seconds to build this entire project schedule. And I also see at day 1, there is actually here dinner in the evening and live music. Now, as a project manager, I can reschedule my project. I can make dependencies. I can drag and drop. I can create new tasks, etc. So a project manager will be great started just by prompting. And here, talking about governance, if my company are using ABC methodology, if my company is using Prince2 methodology, if I'm using PMI methodology, I can just prompt, please use ABC methodology. Then the project schedule will be built around that, because we can put a knowledge to this AI builder that ABC manual or the principles of ABC or Prince2 should be applied. And then it could actually build a project schedule based on that methodology, or maybe even your own company's methodology. Now we have a project schedule. It looks great. I have like 3 weeks to plan it. What about resources? So with the project plan being given, I need to understand how many resources do I need. I can now push a button. This button is not Copilot. This is again AI builder. And it takes the project schedule created by AI. It runs through all the tasks. Now it evaluates what kind of roles do I need for the task, and what effort do I need? 2 hours, 9 hours, 4 days of work. And in less than 1 minute, it actually matches all my tasks with roles. So if I'm gonna like book the venue, I need probably a project manager in this project to do it, or a consultant to do something. And you also see the red color that is telling that the project manager is overbooked. So in this week, the project managers are overbooked. I need 44 hours, but they are overbooked in some other projects. So just with a push of a button with AI, I actually have insights into resource management. That what kind of roles does AI suggest me to use? But taking it to a portfolio level or company level, it also knows that the project manager don't have any time. So if I was a project manager right now, I would take this task and I would drag it to the future, because maybe next week it will go from red to green, and I can balance the resources in my project based on resource information in other projects, actually without talking with any managers. And of course, we always advise you, project managers, to talk with managers about resource situation instead of just taking resources and allocate them. But now the project manager in the rough planning. They actually have some insights. Well, the project has been running now for 2 weeks. There's a lot of progress in my project schedule. You see all the red stuff here is actually some tasks are delayed. If I, as a project manager, want to understand what is the current situation, the system XPM already now calculate behind the scenes the delay, the variances, and with a push of a button, not Copilot, but still AI Builder, AI is reviewing my schedule. Behind this, there's a prompt. Please evaluate, as a very advanced planner, evaluate my project schedule. Tell me if I need to put the project in red, green, yellow. Tell me what the delay is and what corrective actions I can do. So every project manager, they will have insights, a review of their schedule with in this case with the AI schedule reviewer. And you also just see below the blue button in the lower right corner, this is a finance reviewer. So this is actually another review for finance information in my project. As a project manager right now, I know my project is red. I know I'm 4 days late, 44% delayed, just with a push of button. So I can go back to my project schedule and I could like replan my project or do something at least to have a corrective action towards this delay. Now, well, I need to report the status of the project. I could put my project into red, green, yellow manually. I could also make a snapshot. So in this case, I'm going to make my monthly ad hoc report to the PMO. And the system will snapshot the current situation, but I need insight. So now I will push the scope button, the resource button, the schedule button, the cost finance button. The system is now reviewing with AI, giving me a text that I can read. You don't have any changes, Jacob. Okay, I'll put it into green. Resources, you are all good. Everything that you requested is allocated. You are green. Schedule tells you that you are red. Yeah, but I, as a project manager, I want to report my yellow because that's my project management opinion. AI has another opinion. And the cost KPI, we spent way too much money. Our forecast is higher than our budget. So I will put into a red. Now, maybe I have like green, green, yellow, then let me put the project on top to yellow. And it wrote an entire description and an entire, based on the insights, a report. And when I go to my project front page, in the top, we have Copilot running. And Copilot has just summarized everything of my project. So the 4 buttons I pushed, that was in Power Platform without Copilot. But when I summarize everything into a visual report, then I use Copilot for it. And let's take the last thing and go full mode into Copilot. Because with Microsoft Copilot, we can go into Microsoft Teams. And in Microsoft Teams, I can just have an agent. In this case, we created an XPM agent. It's called an MCP agent. This is one of the newer technology by Microsoft. I can literally chat with all data, just in Microsoft Teams. Who is the owner of this project? Yeah, Peter Kestenholz is the owner of the project. But now it interacts with me. It actually asks me in the button, would you like me to continue to retrieving this description? Yes, please. Now it just comes with the data around the project I just created. Do you want to see some risk and task? Yes, please. Then it gives me insight into the risk module. Would you like to have some task information from your plan? Yes, please. So just look that Copilot is actually having an interaction and it's suggesting something for me. And I'm just saying yes or no. I could also see, please add a column with actuals. Please format this as a chart. Please make the blue color in the chart green. At the end here, I have insights to my project schedule. Just in a table form. I can interact literally with all the data in my tool just in Microsoft Teams. And I think to close out this use cases, very, very powerful, because if you're using Microsoft AI technology and Projectum XPM, you could create a lot of data with AI, but you can also get the data out with AI. And just remember, if you had as many agents as colleagues, now you have like the status report agent. So just in the future, we will just invite them to Microsoft Teams and ask, what is the status? Are there any open risks in this project? And then Copilot will answer those literally stupid questions that the system knows, but it's very hard for Jacob to find, because where should I find it? Because I'm not the project manager of that project. So with that said, I'll send it back to you, Johan.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. That was very insightful. Let me just share my screen again.
We see it.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Now we don't see it. Now we see it.
Okay. So, to wrap up, we are a little bit over time, but let's wrap it up quickly. So, you saw some examples where you can use AI already today. There are lots of things that we can incorporate within your journey. Like I said, there have been AI use cases already over a decade. If we have your data available, for example, how your portfolios have been previously performing, or we will build up that data within, for example, Projectum XPM. We can start actually forecasting what is going on in your portfolio. It's not just that you can build your portfolios, you can actually, with your own data, we can actually start also predicting what is going to happen in your portfolio based on your previous data, based for example, those lessons learned that Jacob mentioned. But our advice to you is that choose your platform and tools well. Not everything goes well together with everything. So think about when you are building your digitalization and your AI journey, that what type of platform and what type of tools are you choosing? Make sure that they work together, that you can actually achieve that fourth level, what Jacob was talking about. Also choose your partners well. I don't mean that choose Innofactor, choose Projectum. You probably want to have several partners who understand your ecosystem, who understand your data, but also are subject matter experts in project and portfolio management. If you are really keen to get on a path of success. And as they say, the best time to start was yesterday. With AI, that's more true today than ever. So, okay, second best day is to start today. What we mean by that, there's already so much that AI can do for your portfolio and for your PMO, for your employees. People are waiting, or they are trying little bit things like they are still in a try mode, but there is so many real work use cases where you can start from. There are those low-hanging fruits where you can actually increase your productivity, but you already know that you can build so much things on AI. So but the most important thing is that you start now building that AI journey. And one thing that I want to emphasize to all PMO managers, that set your goals high. So like now, AI already today, that it can increase your productivity 30%, but that is nothing. If you like what we are actually thinking that what AI can do for you, it's 2 times, 3 times more productivity. What AI can do already today. If you set your goals to be like, I want our PMO to be 2 times more productive, it's not that's not actually a goal that is set too high. I think that's where your first goal should be. But yeah, to conclude, what's happening next? if you are interested to see like more demos, you can definitely book a demo. If we have a conversation with you, we can build demos specifically for you if you are interested. Also, I want you to I recommend other webinars. We are going to have a third webinar of this series when we are going to focus on ESG, especially ESG portfolio management. But we have other great webinars coming up. So please check those out as well. But that's it. That is for today. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Jacob, and hopefully we see you in the next webinars coming up.
Thank you for having me today.
Thanks.